To the genius relator who hasn't met that part of themselves yet, the person who wants their relationships to be different but doesn't know what's possible, has given up on what could be, or is tolerating and settling for less in the ones that they have. This is for you. Welcome to the Way of the Wolfpack Level 2 program. It's called Connection with Others. As human beings, we are more than just a body and whatever belief system around religion or where we came from. I'm sure you can agree that we are more than just a body. We have another part of ourselves, a soul, a spirit. We are energetic beings. We feel and we sense. We are connected to each other and to everything else through all time and space. And it's something we forget when we land here on planet Earth for this individual experience of existence. We come from this other place, the soulscape, the spirit world, and we come here to be separate, to experience life as a separate being in a separate body in these vehicles that we get to experience life through. And we forget that inherently we are connected to one another. We forget that where we came from is like the ocean. And when we come here, it's like we've been bottled up in these bodies so we can experience life as a human. And in the process of being bottled up, we experience separation. And then we make up a whole lot of stuff about ourselves, about others, and about the world itself that creates separation, that creates disconnection. And we make that stuff up in the early years of our childhood, and we drag it through for the rest of our adult lives into every single connection we have or don't have with other human beings. We bring it all into our relationships or lack of relationships, and we relate from that place, disconnection. We are all wounded. We are all hurt. We've all had stuff that has happened to us in our lives as children, through into our lives as adults, right up until this very moment. And whether or not that stuff continues to have power over us is up to us. Remembering the connection that we have with ourselves is the very first step, which is what the Way of the Wolfpack Level 1 program is about. The Level 2 program is remembering the inherent connection that we have with everyone else, that we are connected. We are able to see and experience ourselves and each other as connected beings powerfully in our hearts. And it is from here that we can create mutually empowered, sovereign, functional relationships with the ones we love and the ones we want to love. We believe we're separate. We believe we're disconnected. We believe we are incomplete, broken. We believe we need fixing. We believe that we cannot show ourselves, our true selves, to the world, our wounded selves, our human selves, because it's not safe. So we hide. We hide what we believe is not acceptable. We deny our faults, our shortcomings, our imperfections. We deny those parts of ourselves we deem as not okay. Because our ego is trying to keep us safe. So we armor up and we put these masks on in an attempt to get others to like us, to be lovable, to be accepted, to belong. And it is exactly this that keeps us from the truth of who we are. It keeps us separate from our greatness. The Creator within all of us. Our genius relator. It keeps us separate from the very thing we desire. Connection with others. Because as humans, we're not designed to live in isolation. We thrive in connection. And we have become more and more disconnected, resulting in more depression, anxiety, mental illness, addiction, which the world believes can be solved through medication, and it can't, and it never will be. And I'm not dissing medication because I took it. I took antidepressants for 2 years when I suffered severe postnatal depression and anxiety. Why did I suffer? Because I was disconnected from myself and from others. Connection is the answer. And that is what the Way of the Wolfpack curriculum is all about. It's about understanding dysfunctional human connection and creating connection that is functional. It is about understanding that the old relationship technology that we have all been born into and conditioned with comes from the past. And we have all been unconsciously playing it out over and over and over, and it has served its purpose. It's no longer relevant to the world we live in today and the one that we are moving towards. And it's time to create a new one, a very different relationship technology. So that's what we're doing here. And I'm so excited to have you here. So let's begin.